Okay, let's talk about exponents. In this case, we have negative 5 squared. What does this little 2 up in the, it's called an exponent or superscript. What does this little 2 up here mean? It means that we're going to multiply negative 5 times itself twice. Okay? So we'll multiply negative 5 times negative 5, and the two negatives will cancel each other out, and we'll have 5 times 5, and that is positive 25. What about if we have a 3 in the exponent? This is negative 5 cubed. We would have negative 5 times itself 3 times. Negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5. In this case, we have an odd number of negatives, so we have a negative answer. And 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. So we have negative 125. Great. What about a situation like this? We have 2 cubed and negative 3 squared. Well, this means 2 times 2 times 2 3 times, and negative 3 times negative 3 twice. All right. So what's 2 times 2 times 2? That's 8. Positive, because there are no negatives. And what about negative 3 times negative 3? Positive 9, because the two negatives will cancel. And then 8 times 9 is 72. Great job. Okay, let's talk about one other situation. I'm just going to make up a problem here. What if we had negative 3 squared as opposed to negative 3 in parentheses squared? Okay? In this second case, this is exactly what we've been doing. Negative 3 times negative 3. The two negatives will cancel, and we'll get a positive 9. But in the first case, we have to think about order of operations. And we're going to talk about that more in part B of this. But order of operations tells us that we need to do the exponent first and then the negative. So what this means is negative 3 times 3. Okay? The squaring comes first and then the negative, because the negative is not in parentheses. All right. So in this case, we just have a negative out front, and we have a positive 3 times positive 3, which would give us a 9. So our answer is negative 9, as opposed to here, when the negative is in parentheses, we get a positive 9. So just be really careful about that.